How y'all doing? Time for some manifestation advice, man. This is a video that I have been procrastinating for a year, at least a year. But I'm like, man, ain't no point in procrastinating it any longer. We're going to see how you're doing on your manifestation journey, and we're going to give you some manifestation advice if you're interested. Not 100% sure if anybody's going to watch this, but I got to find out somehow, right? May as well put it out there and see how it does. After experimenting with it in, I think the March readings, I really like reading the manifestation journey. So before we get started, information on scheduling personal readings is you know where? In the description of this video. Readings for me are only ordered through my website, tarotwithrich.com. Okay, that's the only way to get a reading from me. All the information is in the description of the video. Please, everybody, do not give money to the scammers pretending to be me on Instagram and Facebook. Okay, I have to say that at the beginning of every video because you would be surprised how many people out there don't fucking listen and don't follow directions and don't read the description. So I just got to say it just so that I can say that I warned you if you do. Okay, anyway, let's hop into this. Aries. Let's see how Aries manifestation journey is going. Let's see. This is if you are on a manifestation journey. If you're not, it's probably not going to apply to you. But you could still probably use the advice. The advice that's going to come through these readings here, anybody can use and anybody can apply. So let's see how Aries manifestation journey is coming along. Let's see. Let's see. Ooh, the 8 of Wands. Oh, okay, that's good. That is good. I'm really getting here. Things are actually moving fast. Things are moving very, very fast. 5 of Cups in the reverse. Okay. So actually, honestly, yes, I do really see, man, I'm going to tell you what. It looks like you are beelining it straight towards success. Some of you may not realize how fast things are actually moving. How many of you are familiar with the butterfly effect? Okay. When it comes to manifestation, if you're on a manifestation journey, the butterfly effect is the most important thing that you could keep your mind on. The littlest, teeny weeniest, itsy bitsy little things. Every flutter of a butterfly wing, every car on the road, everything out here has to align perfectly. Okay. We can't wrap our minds around that. That is way too mind boggling for us to actually wrap our minds around. So you have to trust it. You have to trust that every flutter of every butterfly wing, every airplane in the sky, every little gust of wind is flowing and aligning perfectly to bring you your manifestation. And it is. And it is. Still carrying a little bit of baggage with you on the journey, but especially for those of you manifesting love, I don't really see it. It's not a deal breaker, but it could be slowing the process down a little bit, you know, carrying that baggage from the past. I mean, look, it's 2022. We have all been broken. We have all been shit on, spit on, cheated on, lied to, fucking played like a fiddle. We've all been fucked over. Okay. Every last one of us. So, I mean, don't feel like there's something wrong with you because you're carrying some past baggage. But it's just as long as you can actually say that you're going inside and working on it, you know, I am doing work on me. I am working every single day to improve me in one way or another. As long as you can say that to yourself, shit, you're good. You are good. Okay. It looks to me like some of you are going to make the decision to take a break. And that is when the doorway opens, because that's when you're out of the way. That's when you're out of the way. When you're out of the way, the universe can deliver. But it can only deliver when you're out of the way. Let's see if there's any extra advice that wants to come through. That was actually very fucking positive. That was very positive. Very positive. The only thing is, like I said, the healing journey. the healing journey and the making peace with the past, that process is the only thing right now that's dictating the speed as to the manifestation actually taking form. I tell people this in personal readings all the time. The universe doesn't use time frames. When we read generally, yes, we read time blocks like the month. But the universe with you is not using a time frame. It's using a checklist. Okay? It is using a checklist. As soon as this is complete, then we move on to the next step. As soon as that's complete, we move on to the next step. Okay. So, no, I mean, it's just reiterating what I just said, honestly. Okay. Now, you're not going to like hearing this one, Aries. Patience. Patience. Okay. You need to be patient and relaxed and trust that the universe is doing it when the universe is not going to do anything a minute sooner or a minute later than the perfect time. Okay. Getting in the way and trying to figure it out, trying to outsmart it and trying to manipulate it will do nothing but get in the way. That's it. That's it. It'll do nothing but get in the way. Okay. So pay attention. Pay attention to the little intuitive nudges that you get from in here. And it'll, like a lot of times when your higher self is speaking to you, you'll get the weirdest little impulses to do the weirdest fucking shit, you know, that usually it's not really going to make a lot of sense. Like, why in the hell am I all of a sudden getting the urge to get up and go walk my dog? Like, why am I getting this urge, man? I'm telling you, you have no idea what kind of domino effect that will set off. Okay. I'm telling you, listen to those little urges. Every little weird, funky little impulse that you get, listen to it. Don't pay attention to the ego analytical thinking brain. It doesn't know what it's talking about. Okay. You all are beelining it straight towards success. Stay on the path. Keep doing what you're doing. Just keep working on the healing journey. Okay. All right. Taurus. Taurus. Let's see how Taurus's manifestation journey is coming along, universe. How's it coming along? Ooh, the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Oh, okay. So for those of you who are at least manifesting finances, it doesn't look like the offer is coming through right away. It doesn't look like the doorway is opening right away. Let's see what's going on with that. Let's see. King of Wands reversed. Okay. Queen of Pentacles reversed. Knight of Pentacles. Excuse me. Oh, okay. Ooh. So the page and the ace are both reversed. The knight is in the upright. So the path that you're on right now, there may be some unexpected twists and turns that you are possibly trying too hard to figure out and navigate. Let me just put it to you like this. The minute you make the decision, excuse me for the froggy ass throat, y'all, my bad. The minute you make the decision, I mean the decision, not I'm thinking about it, not, oh, maybe tomorrow. The minute you make the decision, this is what I am manifesting. And you get on that path and you start walking, everything that happens between the minute you make the decision and the minute that the doorway opens is part of the journey to get you there. Okay. So I kind of feel like you all are still kind of in the middle of a blind spot and you're not 100% sure if you're wasting your time. I like to look at it like you're climbing a mountain. You've lived your whole life at the bottom of this mountain. Okay. And the mountain is so high that it goes up through the clouds. And you hear rumors of this amazing world that's on the other side of that mountain. You know, you hear rumors, little tales and rumors, but you've never actually met anybody who's climbed it. You hear little rumors, and you also hear some people say that's a load of bullshit. Oh, there ain't nothing on the other side of that mountain. Don't waste your fucking time. It's bullshit. You'll fail. There's no point in even trying. Just stay down here and be happy. Be happy with what you have. Stay down here. And you're like, no, man, fuck the bottom of this mountain. Fuck this place. You know what? I'm going to try. So you start hiking up that mountain. And the whole time you're like, damn, what if I am wasting my time? What if there isn't anything on the top of that or over that mountain? What if, you know? And the whole time, this is what I call making it over your first hump. You start off on the path, you start doing the work, and you don't know, you could be completely wasting your time. You don't know. I don't know. You know, I'm making investments here. I'm buying software. I'm taking courses. You know, I'm paying people to give me advice. Am I wasting? I could be wasting my fucking time. I don't know. But you know what? I'm going to keep climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing. Come hell or high water, I'm getting to the top of this fucking mountain or I will die trying. And then when you get to the top of the mountain for the first time, I call this getting over the first hump, and you see the results for the first time. When the money starts coming in for the first time, when the people that you're trying to manifest make their way into your life, when the resources you need start making their way through for the first time, and you're like, dude, it fucking works. You know, some of you are still halfway in the middle of that, like between the top and the bottom of the mountain, right in the middle, you know, and you're wondering whether or not you're wasting your time. For those of you manifesting love, no, you're not. No, you are not. Okay. Kind of similar to what I just read for Aries, you are headed straight towards it. You're headed straight towards it. But for those of you manifesting love, okay, it's very important to understand that it's not a relationship that you're looking for. Okay? It's not. You're looking for a feeling. You're looking for a feeling. Okay? When we attract relationships into our life, the relationships that we attract are a reflection of our current feelings and frequency, not a solution to our current feelings and current frequency. So if I'm looking for love, I'm telling the universe I don't have love. Love comes from you, not to you. So if I'm looking for it, it's going to hide from me because that's what I'm asking it to do. Does that make sense? Thank you for that super chat, Trinity. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. So remember, I want to bring somebody into my life that aligns with the frequency of true love. If I match the frequency of true love in my heart, am I going to be looking for it? No. Why would I be looking for it if I've aligned with the frequency? Think about it. Think about it. Think about that. Ooh, the Hermit. Yeah. And the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Okay. So right now, the universe has you on a path all by yourself for a reason. For a reason. You are not doomed to be alone for the rest of your life. You are not cursed. That's not the reason why the universe has you by yourself. The universe has you by yourself so that you can learn to love it. So that you can learn to love it. Okay? If all I say to myself all day, every day is I hate being alone, what I'm telling the universe is I'm not a very fun fucking person to be around because I don't want to be alone with me. If I'm telling the source that I'm so unpleasant to be alone with that I don't want to be alone with me, do you think the source is going to send me somebody who does? No, absolutely not. The universe is going to keep you by yourself. I mean, you can force it if you want. You can force somebody into your life. Most people do. But the universe wants you to learn to love being by yourself. And the minute that happens, that's when. As soon as you collect all 9 cups, that is when the 10th cup shows up. That's when. Okay? All right. Gemini. Let's see how Gemini's manifestation journey is going. A couple hundred of you tuned in. That's cool. I have been putting off doing this video for a year. I'm not 100% sure very many people are going to watch it, but I got to find out somehow. For those of you who are new to my channel and don't know much about me, Manifestation is all I ever dedicated my life to learning. That's all I ever set out to learn. I stumbled upon it by accident 6 years ago when I lived in a homeless shelter. And it's all I ever wanted to figure out how to do was manifest a better life for myself. I dug a really deep rabbit hole on that journey. I attended a special school. I've studied from people who range anywhere from doctors, neurosurgeons, former NASA scientists, okay? And then when it came time for me to use what I learned to manifest a career, this is what happened. It wasn't my idea. Anyway, if that makes sense as to why you see a tarot card reader giving manifestation advice. Makes sense? All right, Gemini, let's see what you got here. All right. There's Trinity again with a super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate you, Trinity TV. I hope I'm saying that right. If not, I apologize. But I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. Oh, okie dokie, Gemini. So, I think some of you are trying a little. Okay, so I think some of you are over planning. You're over planning. Okay. On the manifestation journey, one thing that it's very important to understand is that you cannot stick too rigidly to black and white. Okay. The only thing that's going to happen if you stick too rigidly to black and white is you're going to keep recreating what you've already experienced in your life. Okay. So we have to find that gray area. The gray area is where things manifest into reality. The gray area is where what was once black and white falls apart and something new takes form. Okay. So some of you are over planning, trying too hard to calculate every single step. Now let's talk a little bit about planning. The part of you that wants to plan, calculate, and figure it out, that is your ego analytical, critical thinking brain. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. We just need to understand how the ego operates, what it can do and what it can't do. Okay. The ego is really, 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 really good at collecting information that it has experienced in the past. Matter of fact, that's all the ego is a record of past experiences. That's it. That's it. That's the only thing the ego is. So the ego is not going to be able to dig through its record of past experiences and use that to come up with creating something it has never experienced before. Okay, does that make sense? It doesn't work that way. The only thing the ego actually knows how to figure out is how to recreate what it's already experienced. Okay, now I'm not saying don't plan anything. Plan the best that you can. Make a plan. Make a plan. Get on the path. Start walking. But I promise you, not I bet, not most likely, I promise you, it's not going to happen the way you planned. It's not. It's not. I promise you. But make that plan anyway. Okay? You have to make the plan and get on the path and start walking first before the universe can intervene and start guiding you in the right direction. You got to start moving first. Put your foot on the gas and take your hands off the wheel. Does this make sense? So some of you are just trying to overplan a little bit. You're overplanning just a little bit. Okay. Yeah, overplanning. Okay. And some of you also too, you're trying too hard to avoid certain obstacles. Okay. I promise you, if you are setting out to manifest a life that you have never experienced before, the obstacle is the way. Okay. Thank you, Joanne, for that super chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. The obstacle is the way. That life that you want is on a totally different frequency. That frequency is going to demand a totally different version of you. That version of you that it demands cannot figure out how to become that version of you that you need to be until you learn a few things. It is through the obstacles and the stumbling blocks that you actually learn what you need to know in order to build the version of you that is a frequency match to the life that you want. I'll never forget on my journey, I joined a network marketing team and I had to fucking market myself. That's not what I wanted to do. I originally wanted to hide behind my business and hide. I did not want my face to be in the public at all. I did not want anybody knowing who I was. I just wanted to sit at home and work on the internet and hide my face and nobody know what I do for a living. Well, obviously that didn't fucking happen. And I joined a network marketing team where I had to market myself. And I had to take little courses on tips and tricks on how to grab an audience's attention and hold it. Little tips and tricks, you know? And then that business crashed and burned. Totally crashed and burned. Now, was that a waste of time? Or was the universe putting me through something I was going to need to know in order for it to bring me what it had in mind for me instead of what I was trying to do? Think about that. Think about that. Ooh. Oh, yeah. See, and the Seven of Swords is in the reverse, right next to the Magician. Okay. So don't try too hard to overplan. Okay. This is the card was in the upright the last time. Now it's in the reverse next to the manifestation card. Make a plan and start going with that plan. But when something happens that's not according to plan, don't try to force it to go according to your plan. Do the best that you can, but when you feel a certain amount of pushback, release and let whatever needs to happen, happen. Okay, I'm telling you, don't try to stick too rigidly to your plan. It's not going to happen the way you planned, I promise you. All right, Cancer. Whoops. Cancer. Let's see how Cancer's manifestation journey is coming along. Remember, if you're not on a manifestation journey, this is not going to apply to you, but anybody can use this advice. Okay. Cancer. I love this one, man. I like doing this. This is my primary specialty. This is what I like talking about the best. I can talk about manifestation all day, dude. All day. Ooh, the Chariot reverse. Something is putting the brakes on your manifestation. Something has things sitting at a standstill right now. Let's see what's going on. Ooh, there's something to do with your outlook. Oh, okay. Okay. Nine of Pentacles reversed. Okay. So for those of you who are manifesting finances, it's your perception of money. Okay. It's the same thing with love and relationships, but instead of the Nine of Cups reversed, it's the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Same thing. Nine of Cups is the energy that manifests true love. Nine of Pentacles is the energy that manifests financial abundance. Okay. The money that you make is a direct reflection of how you feel about money. Remember how I said just a minute ago, it's not actually a relationship that you're looking for. Same thing with money. It's not money that you're looking for. What you're looking for is a feeling. But just like how we believe a relationship will create the feeling that we want, we also believe that money will create the feeling that we want, and it doesn't. Okay. Thank you, Miss Beautiful Mess, for that super chat. Thank you. Appreciate you. So the money that you make is a reflection of your current feelings about money. Okay. The universe only has one response to anything that you tell it. Yes, that's true. Your wish is my command. Problem is, we don't know what the hell we're telling the universe. We don't have a clue because we've been programmed to reverse manifest. So if I say, I need more money, the universe says, that's absolutely right. You need more money. Your wish is my command. If I say, oh shit, I can't afford that, the universe says, that's absolutely right. You can't afford that. Your wish is my command. That might sound kind of fucking bizarre. I remember when I very first stepped off onto my manifestation journey, and they was telling me that, what I just told you. They said, if all you do is worry about money, the universe is going to make sure you need to worry about money. You need to stop worrying about money. And I said to him, I said, well, how the fuck am I supposed to stop worrying about money? I'm broke. You know what they said to me? You don't worry about money because you're broke. You're broke because you worry about money. I was like, what the fuck? It took me a while to actually wrap my mind around what I'm actually looking for is the feeling of freedom. I'm looking for relief from financial stress. What I'm looking for is to not need to worry about money. That's what I'm looking for. So I have to do that first. I have to get on the frequency where I'm not worrying about money first. Well, I don't know if I'm going to have gas to make it to work all week. Oh, well, whether or not I worry about that is a choice. Okay. Well, I don't know if my rent's going to get paid. Oh, well, whether or not I worry about that is a choice. I don't know if I have enough money to get all the groceries I need. Oh, well, whether or not I worry about that is a choice. Does this make sense? This is not financial advice. I'm not telling you what to do and what not to do with your money. I'm telling you what and what not to do with your energy. Okay, this is energy advice. Thank you, Lillian, for that super chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. So, for those of you manifesting finances, your perception of money is still getting in the way. Okay, and hey, don't think that it's easy. It's not easy. Your beliefs about money are wired so deep into your psyche. Took me a year and a half to unwire it. That's me all day, every day, practicing these things. Took me a year and a half to unwire my perception of money. Oh, yeah. It's not easy. Let's see if there's any other advice that wants to come through here for Cancer. Ooh, the Three of Swords. Okay. Same thing with love here. Thank you, Empress Status, for that super chat. Thank you so much. Same thing with love here. Okay. Some of you still have some heartbreak that needs to be healed. Yep. Some of you still have some heartbreak that needs to be healed, and you need to understand how strong you actually are. Okay. You need to understand how strong you actually are. Some of you are unaware of your own strength. You're unaware of your own emotional strength. I kind of feel like the universe is putting you in lots of situations that are very difficult for a reason, to show you how strong you are. But you have to see it. You have to acknowledge it and see it. Because the universe is only able to give you things that align with what you believe and what you're telling it. So if you're not seeing how strong you are, if you're not seeing your self-worth, the universe is not going to hand you any evidence that supports that you're strong and valuable. You have to see it. You have to see it first. Okay. And the King of Wands. Boy, nobody knows this about you, though, do they? See, you're a hell of a lot stronger than you know. You're a lot stronger than you know, and your value is much higher than you know. Okay? You need to acknowledge it. Allow yourself to start saying different things to yourself about yourself. Okay? All right. Leo. How is Leo's manifestation journey coming along? Ooh, Knight of Swords in the reverse. Okay. Two more. Okay. Ooh, the Justice. Seven of Cups. Okay. All right. So I think that there are a lot of options available to you and a lot of doorways opening for you, and you're not seeing it. You're not seeing it. Some of you might be accidentally limiting yourselves a little bit. You know, I don't see how. You're not supposed to see how. You know, I don't see how the hell that's ever going to happen. Well, of course you don't. Of course you don't. If you could, you wouldn't need to resort to manipulating universal laws in order to make it happen, right? Of course you don't. This is why you have to develop a relationship with the universe, okay? And there's some of you too. Some of you too that are still, you're doing a really, 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 really good job at appearing to be in control and having it all together. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be strong, but what I am saying is that stuff that's going on in here, that burden that you're carrying, the universe knows that. You can't hide nothing from the universe, period. You're plugged directly into it. You're plugged directly into the universe, into the source. You are an extension of it. So that is kind of slowing things down a little bit. And I think some of you are just limiting yourselves. Some of you are it kind of similar to what I told Gemini about trying to overplan. Only I don't really think it's over planning, but I just think you're trying too hard to figure out the how. You know, there's Rabbi again with a super chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Trying a little bit too hard to figure out the how, you know, and that goes into planning and trying to foresee how it's going to happen so that you're waiting for the right moment. Okay. I'm not going to say do or don't wait for the right moment, but what I will say is if you do wait for the right moment and you keep waiting, after a certain point, you have to draw the line and say to yourself, well, the right moment isn't going to just happen. I have to create the right moment. The right moment is when I say the right moment is. And it is going to require a leap. It's going to require a leap. I have to show the universe that I trust it. I have to demonstrate that I trust the universe. I have to make a leap of faith. I have to. Shit, I might fall and conk my head. Oh, well, I got to leap. I have to start practicing trusting the universe. I have to start demonstrating that I trust the universe. Make sense? Do something crazy. Do something crazy and random. Get used to that. It's scary. It's scary as fuck, man. It's like, oh shit, I don't know what's gonna happen. You know? Mm-hmm. Let's see if any other advice is coming through here. Anything else? Move the strength card. Okay. All right. 4 swords in the reverse. Okay. It's very important to understand that like I said this just a minute ago, but what it is that you want is on a different frequency. Okay. So on that different frequency, in order for you to be a frequency match, you literally have to become someone else. Literally. Okay. You become someone else when you willingly step outside your comfort zone and stay there. Okay. Because right now, your brain, literally, your neural circuitry is wired to your comfort zone. The person that you are is wired to your comfort zone. When you step outside of your comfort zone and you stay there and you do not move, you stay outside your comfort zone, your brain starts rewriting itself. Your entire neural network starts unwiring the old connections and rewiring new connections. You start becoming a different person. Literally. When I say literally, that means they can scan your brain and see it. Okay. Just saying. Don't run away from your discomfort zone. Run away from your comfort zone. Okay. All right. Virgo. We got Maria with a super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you. Man, y'all are just on fire with the super chats today, man. Thank y'all so much. Thank you. All right, Virgo. Let's see how Virgo's manifestation journey is going. Ooh, the 10 of swords in the reverse. Boom. High Priestess reversed. Judgment reversed. Ah, there's that. Seven of Swords again. Over planning. Over planning. But with the Star card reversed right next to it, I think what it is, and specifically, it's not just over planning. It is you will not have, and the earth signs struggle with this the most. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn struggle with this the most. It's like you won't even have a positive outlook until you can come up with a plan in your head. Okay? Until you can come up with a plan in your head, you will not have a positive outlook on whether or not it's even possible unless you can run through every step in your mind and organize the whole process in your mind. We got to chuck that. We got to chuck that shit. I'm telling you, I know that you are one of the most critical, analytical signs in the entire zodiac. I have moon and rising in Virgo. Trust me, I know. Okay. It's not going to happen the way you plan. It's not, period. I don't want to just keep repeating the same things. I've talked about this a couple of times already, but you have to figure out how to allow yourself to believe that it's possible first. If you don't believe it's possible, you may as well just throw it away. I believe that it's possible that I could end up being a millionaire in the next 5 years. It's possible. No, I don't know how. I have no idea how. No, I don't know how. I have no clue. But I've seen enough shit in my life to know that it's possible. It's possible. Okay? That right there, I think, is the only thing really holding you back is your outlook on the faith and the possibility. Okay? Ten of Cups reversed. Okay. All right. Let's see if any other advice wants to come through here. Any other advice? Three of Cups in the reverse. Okay, it's very important to understand that as you are on this path, remember, like I said, that life you want is on a different frequency. Totally different frequency. As you begin changing frequencies, everything and everyone who is not on that frequency will be pulled away from you. This is in the top three things that I see that sabotages manifestations. When you get on the path and you really start making a long ways down that path, you're going to start noticing things between me and the people who are closest to me are getting weird. We're getting distant. Something is coming between us. You know, it's because they're not going to that frequency. You're changing frequencies and they are not. So you will be faced with difficult decisions. You will experience separations from people close to you in your life. Period. Now, you don't have to. They can go with you, and some people will go with you. Some people will, but I promise you, not everybody will. You will experience separations from possibly spouses, family members, children. Now, I'm not saying that you have to go cut your friends and family out of your life. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, in one area or another, you will experience this. And if you fight it, if you try to cling to somebody, that's like tying a sandbag to a hot air balloon. You ain't going nowhere. You are not making it over there to that frequency. You're flushing that manifestation down the toilet. Yup. You will be faced with very difficult decisions. But you are headed in a very positive direction. If you stay on the path that you're on right now, and do not abandon the path, no matter what happens, no matter who gets cut out of your life, no matter what, you will be walking in the frequencies that manifest abundance very, very soon. Love and money. Very, very soon. Very soon. Okay? Just know that the path also includes instability. Lots and lots and lots of people who get onto a manifestation journey, their life is unstable. Your life will be unstable. While you are making your way through all the different frequencies, you will notice a lot of instability. You might notice a lot of traveling, can't stay in the same spot because you're changing frequency. That makes sense? All right. I don't know why I grabbed that deck. Libra. Libra. Let's see how Libra's manifestation journey is coming along. How is Libra's manifestation journey coming along? Let's see. Ooh, the Hermit. Okay. Ooh, that's good. That's very good. That is very good. I see you doing a lot of reflecting. A lot of reflecting. Some of you are having like profound epiphanies that are blowing your mind. A lot of reflection. You're starting to, I think a lot of you are starting to take a look at your life and you're seeing your life from a completely different lens. Okay? For those of you working on manifesting love, there's only one thing holding it back. This right here. This card comes out for 98% of the clients that come to me for personal readings. Okay. And I know some of you don't really, it has kind of a negative ring to it, but this is the emotional codependency card. Okay. Don't take that as a negative thing. It's not your fault. The reason so many people are in this frequency right here is because this ideology has been drummed into our heads for fucking decades. Drummed and drummed and drummed into our heads that being empty, alone, lonely, and incomplete is totally fucking normal. Totally fucking normal. But don't you worry. Don't you worry. There's some special person out there that's going to show up in your life one day and make all those lonely feelings go away. That ideology has been drummed into our heads for fucking decades. But again, the truth of the matter is that when we attract a person into our life, we attract a reflection of whatever frequency we're currently on. That person is not going to be a solution to our current frequency. It's going to be a reflection of our current frequency. So if my frequency is loneliness, emptiness, sadness, and heartache, the only way I can connect with somebody is if they also vibrate at some frequency that harmoniously resonates with loneliness, sadness, emptiness, and heartache. Okay? And then the minute we link up on that frequency, loneliness, sadness, emptiness, and heartache is going to start expressing itself and manifesting itself between the two of us. Does that make sense? Okay. Your person is just right around the corner. Right around the corner. I think I told Taurus this a minute ago. The universe has you on a path by yourself for a reason. Because the minute you learn to love it, that's when your person shows up. That's when. Because you have equalized the frequency of true love by finding true love in your heart. But you see, a lot of us are terrified to even go there because the ego, analytical, critical thinking brain can only come up with one explanation. If I allow myself to be happy, whole, fulfilled, and complete alone, well, fucking A, I'm just going to go be alone for the rest of my life. I don't want that. I could see where you would come up with that in your head, but not really. Not really. That's not what happens. On one side of that coin, yes, you're right. Being alone really won't bother you. You might actually prefer it. But on the other side of that coin, that's not what happens. That's not what happens. Oh, no, that's not what happens. That is not what happens. That is when you become real fucking attractive. Mm-hmm. And remember, don't get 9 of Pentacles confused for 9 of Cups. Every time I say that, somebody wants to pipe up and say, well, I've been happy and single for years. How come a relationship hasn't showed up? Because if you were happy and single, you wouldn't be coming to me looking for one. Think about it. Think about it. You're close. You're real close. Really, really close. Super close. Most people manifest true love by accident when they fucking give up on it. Because that's what happens by default. The minute you actually let go and give up on love, that's when that void that's in your heart slams shut and closes. And that's when the light switch gets turned on and that dark void gets filled full of light. When you agree, when you say to yourself, you know what? I don't need somebody to love me to make me happy. I don't need that. Don't fucking need it. If my life partner wants to show up and be a part of my life one day, that's cool. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But if not, oh fucking well. I'm not going to waste any more of my valuable time, effort, and energy desperately hoping and wishing and waiting for somebody to come love me before I decide to be happy. If they show up, great. If not, fuck it. I'm happy either way. That is what the frequency of a successful relationship feels like. Because you formed one with yourself. That's the reason why they always say you must first love yourself. I know you've heard that. I know you've heard that. And more than likely, it irritates the shit out of you when you hear that, right? Well, as it turns out, that's not just a fluffy little poetic phrase that doesn't hold any water. It's called quantum physics. It's frequency equalization. I have to equalize the frequency of that which I want to manifest. And when I equalize the frequency of a successful relationship by forming a relationship with me, I'm not going to be looking for a relationship out here. The minute I stop looking for it, the universe stops hiding it. Because I have disengaged from the game of hide and seek. I didn't even know I was asking the universe to play. Think about it. Think about it. And I know there's at least one of you going to watch this shit right here and change your fucking life. That's my goal. That is my goal. All right. Scorpio. Scorpio. Let's see how your manifestation journey is coming along. How's Scorpio's manifestation journey coming along? Ooh, the Eight of Swords. Okay. Not speaking on that yet. That could be bad, but it could be really good too. It depends. Hang on. Ooh, Temperance reversed. There's something you're not seeing. There's something that you're not seeing. Oh, okay. Oh, some of you, this is weird. This is weird. I think, how am I going to say this? Your definition of success, you might, by the time you manifest success into your life, I think that when you get there, success is going to mean something very different to you than you thought it would. Does that make sense? I think that when it comes, and it is, you're getting a little bit impatient, and there's some things that you're not seeing because the signs are all around you that the manifestation is coming, but you're not seeing it. I don't know if you're just ignoring it or what, but you're not seeing all the signs and synchronicities. Universe is screaming at you. Okay. But what I'm also really getting to is that what you see success to be right now, by the time you actually get it, you're going to be feeling very different you're going to have a very different opinion of success. Is that making any sense at all? Because that's one of those things that is very, very subjective. What is success? That is that one question that you can ask 10 different people and get 10 different answers. You know, some of you may think that success is how much money you have. Some of you may think success is what your social status is or how many followers you have on the internet or what your neighbors think about you, or whatever. When you do manifest it into your life, I think it's going to rock your world. It might drive you a little bit crazy. Because you're going to be saying to yourself, this is not what I thought it was. This is not what I thought it was. I really feel like it's coming in real soon. Whatever it is you're manifesting, whether it's love, money, whatever it is, you're going to see, wow, success is not what I thought it was. And it might, I don't know. I think the majority of us who manifest success into our lives go through this. I think we do, especially those of us who started out at the bottom, we go through that. We can't help it. I mean, what else do we have to go on? But the signs are all around you, and you're not seeing it. So I really honestly think it's going to totally blindside you. It's going to completely blindside you. Let's see what else wants to come through. Ooh, the Magician reversed. What are you reverse manifesting? The Emperor. Oh, okay. You're trying too hard to control things and make things happen a certain way, I think. Okay, so that is kind of slowing things down just a little bit. So you're pointed in the right direction. It's just the speed in which things are happening. Could be moving a little bit faster, possibly. It's not a guaranteed deal breaker. It's not. The way you're doing things, it's not a guaranteed deal breaker. But if you could stand to relinquish control just a little bit, push the gas a little bit further down and let off the wheel a little bit more, it could speed the process up. It could speed it up. Eight of Pentacles reverse, Page of Pentacles. Okay. All right. So I really honestly feel like I usually don't put time frames to it, but it looks like within the next 6 months. Okay. The financial offer will come in that you're manifesting, and the lover, because you are stepping into that frequency. Okay. Okay. Y'all liking this, man? Y'all liking this? I've already said it 2 times, but this is a video that I have been procrastinating doing for at least a year. At least a year. But I was like, man, let me just go ahead and fucking put it up. I'll see the response. Let's see how many views it gets and how many comments it gets. And if it doesn't do it very well, I might not do it again. But if it gets a good response, I would love to put this in there like at least once a month, All right, Sagittarius. Ooh, the Devil card. Thank you, Call, for that super chat. Thank you. Appreciate you. 2 more shuffles. 2 more. Okay. I don't know what to say about that Devil card just yet. Boom. The 8 of Pentacles. Okay. Oh, man. So, shit. Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with this. You're doing what needs to be done. But I just kind of feel like there is very little room for the universe to work, because you're obsessing over it too much. Okay. And again, it's not a guaranteed deal breaker. It just gives the universe very little room to work. Okay. Now, if you come to me for a personal reading, is when I break the science down and explain it. Okay. Because there is science that goes into this. But when you are focused on something, when you are thinking about something, universe cannot do anything because you're in the way. All you have to do is focus on and think about something, and you are in the way. You are in the way when you're doing that. You're in the way. So some of you are just spending a little bit too much time focusing on and thinking about it. A little bit too much time. So it is on its way, but the very few breaks that your focus in your mind takes from the subject matter is the only time the universe has to actually flow. Okay. Some of you, you're working really, really hard. I see that you're working your ass off and you're putting the pedal to the metal and going all in. But just know that I think the majority of you aren't really going to see any results at all until you start to burn yourself out a little bit. Until you start to burn yourself out. And the thing with that, especially with you all, I know how you all roll. You get bored real quick. You get real excited. Yeah, let's do this. And then you get bored. And you're like, never mind. Never mind. You know, like. So you stand the chance of accidentally sabotaging it. You stand a chance of accidentally sabotaging it because you're getting real excited. You're going all in, and then just, and then you're like, fuck, never mind. You burn yourself out. You're bored. That's when the doorway of opportunity opens for you. But you've already lost interest at that point. That's very normal. That's very normal. You need to learn how to find what I call minimum throttle. Okay. You don't want the pedal all the way to the fucking floor, but you don't want the car in park either. You want to have minimum throttle. Don't dump too much energy in, but don't do too little either. That makes sense? Some of you you're just dumping too much energy and effort into it. And some of you stand the chance of, by the time the universe delivers it to you, you'll lose interest and you'll be done with it and ready to abandon it. Let's see what else wants to come through. Ooh, the Queen of Cups. Beautiful. Beautiful. If you are ever curious as to what frequency you're on, look around. Look around. If you're ever wondering what condition your brain is in, look around. You do not see the world as it is. You see the world as you are. Your eyes don't see anything. Your brain does. Your ears don't hear anything. Your brain does. Okay? So, if I want to figure out what frequency I'm on, I look around. Look at the people closest to you. No judgment. We're not assigning judgment to this shit, okay? We're not assigning judgment. I'm not saying good frequency, bad frequency. It doesn't make you a good person or a bad person, or a smart person or a dumb person. We have good people and bad people, and smart people and dumb people who vibrate at the same frequency and come together all the fucking time, okay? We're not assigning judgmental connotations to this. But if you want to know what frequency you're on, look at the 5 people closest to you in your life. Look at the person that you work next to every day. Look at your boss. Look at your best friend. You know, look at your mom or your dad. Wherever those people are in life, that gives you a real good fucking idea as to where you're headed. A real good fucking idea. Okay. Again, don't let that scare you. Because if you look at your coworker and your boss and your mom, and if you look at them and you're like, man, I don't want anything that they fucking have. Okay, time to change frequencies then. Time for a frequency change. Yup. Ooh, temperance. You know, the funny thing is, this is the Sagittarius card. The highest vibrational version of Sagittarian energy is all about temperance, patience, and balance. Okay, low vibrational Sagittarius energy is some of the most impatient, snippy, snappy fucking energy. You know what I mean? Isn't that awful funny? Be sure that you are working to become the highest vibrational version of yourself that you possibly can. Okay? And don't try too hard to fight things. Okay? If something is obviously not working the way you're wanting it to work, step back and let it happen how it wants to happen naturally. We need to learn how to draw that line between putting forth work and effort and fighting a losing battle. Okay? Learn to relinquish control. Because you don't have control anyway. Nobody does. Nobody does. So quit trying. Quit trying to control everything when you don't have control anyways. All right? Okie dokie, Capricorn. Let's see how Capricorn's manifestation journey is coming along. Capricorn. Woo! I already knew. King of Pentacles. Of course. Who'd have thunk it, man? Knight of Swords. Ooh, Eight of Wands reversed. King of Wands reversed. Okay. Okay. Okay, so you're pointed in the right direction, but it looks like you are taking the hardest route possible. I mean, that's cool if that's what you want to do, you know, but it doesn't have to be that hard. It doesn't have to be as hard as you're making it. Also, I'm seeing that some of you, and this is a simple shift in perspective that we have all done. We've all done this. Rather than focusing on success, some of you are focusing on not failing. I'm going to repeat that. Rather than focusing on success, you're focused on not failing. Try to take some of your attention away from failure and focus more of your attention on actual success. Okay, don't try to avoid the stumbling blocks and the obstacles. The stumbling blocks and the obstacles are the path. Okay? Your success is on the other side of that obstacle and that stumbling block. Learning how to get over it is where you're going to find what it is that you want. I mean, you're already headed in that direction anyway. But some of you, like I said, you're taking the hardest route possible. But, I mean, you're pointed in the right direction. Let's see what else wants to come through. Ooh, Queen of Swords. Yeah, some of you, okay. Learn to develop a healthy balance between your logical mind and your higher self. Okay? Your logical mind is trying to rationalize everything. It's trying to rationalize everything that you're doing, trying to rationalize how the whole process is going to unfold, trying to plan and calculate. I just told Virgo, earth signs are horrible about this. Learn to develop a relationship between your ego, analytical, critical thinking brain and your intuition and higher self. Okay? Every now and then, I think I told Aries this a minute ago. Every now and then, your higher self's going to tell you to do something that makes no fucking sense. It makes no fucking sense. When you get them weird little impulses, go with it. I feel the sudden urge to get up and drive my car around the block. What the fuck? Who knows? Maybe the answer to your question is going to come through the radio in a song. You never know. Or maybe the butterfly effect. Like I said, don't ever underestimate how important the butterfly effect is in the manifestation process. Maybe that trip you're taking around the block is setting the wind in the right direction. Dude, oh my God, we could go so fucking deep, man. I'm telling you, learn to develop that relationship with your higher self and don't be so quick to judge what's happening right now. Okay? Don't be so quick to judge what's happening. I'm telling you right now, by the time your manifestation arrives and you're living in that new frequency and that new life, you'll look back on something that you're going through right now and it'll make perfect sense. You'll be singing a totally different tune about what you're going through right now. So don't be so quick to judge what's happening. The universe always has a bigger plan. Okay? All right, Aquarius. 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 Oh, Six of Swords reversed. So some of you are still hung up on something from the past. Still just hung the fuck up on something from the past. Unable to transition on from something in the past. Page of Wands reversed. Three of Pentacles. Tower card reversed. Man, what are y'all obsessing over? What are you all obsessing over? Nobody knows about this either, do they? No, nobody knows about this. There is something from the past that you are energetically still obsessing over. I don't know if it's a person or what, but nobody fucking knows about this. And some of you are probably getting mad because I'm calling you out right now, but you're still obsessing over something from the past. Okay. Not a deal breaker, but it's slowing things the fuck down big time. Big time. Big time. Slowing things down. Okay. Thank you for that super chat. This beautiful journey. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate you. So, man, look. So, like for those of you manifesting finances, you could be manifesting financial abundance in the next 3 to 6 months, whereas this right here could slow that down to be 6 to 12 months. It could double the time. Like I said, the universe doesn't use time frames. People ask me all the time, when will this happen? Universe doesn't use time frames. Universe uses a checklist. Okay, the minute you drop that vibrational baggage that you're carrying, then we can move on to the next step. You know? Also, too, there's something that happened to you in the past. Something that happened to you in the past that you're going to see when your manifestation arrives. You're going to look back on that thing that happened to you and realize that it happened for your benefit. I think what you're going through right now, what you're still attached to, you don't even understand right now. It happened for your benefit. It happened for your benefit. You just don't see that right now. I've just told Capricorn, don't be so quick to judge why something happens. There's something that you feel like you were victimized, like something bad happened to you. You're going to realize that happened for you, not to you. That happened for you. Promise you. I'll give you a perfect fucking example. What do you think inspired my career? What do you think inspired my career? Think I just woke up one day and said, oh man, I got this cool idea. I got fucked over. But you know what? I'm so fucking glad I got fucked over. Telling you. It's slowing things down too. The Chariot reverse, see? See it? I'm not making this shit up. Whatever this vibrational baggage is that you're clung to, it's slowing things down. It is slowing things down. Okay? And I think for a lot of you, it's a past person. I think it is a past person. And you know what? I think there's some of you too who are going to realize that this was part of your manifestation journey. And it isn't going to be until your manifestation arrives that you're going to actually be able to heal from it. Three of Cups reversed. Lover's card reversed. Okay, so like I said, you're pointed in the right direction, but you need to figure out some kind of sort of way, some way to at least put this down. Maybe you don't see why it happened just yet. That's fine. But at least be able to say, okay, universe, I trust you. I trust that you're not a fucking idiot. I trust that you don't make any mistakes. And if it's out of my control, it's part of your plan. You got to figure out how to release that somehow. Somehow, some way. And you could speed the process up. You could double it. All right. How about Pisces? Pisces, how's Pisces manifestation journey coming along? Oh shit, Tower card. Oh, you're having that kind of manifestation journey. Okay. Okay. So some of you are making such a drastic, massive transitionary journey that the universe has to really shake your life up in order to make it happen. I see that, man, it looks good. This looks damn good to me. This looks damn good. The doorway of opportunity is opening, and I see you're actually willing to make that leap. But you know that it's really going to shake things up. Really going to shake things up. This is a big thing that I see that ruins manifestations. People refuse, like say you're working on manifesting money. Then all of a sudden, for some fucking reason, you keep sleeping through your alarm at work. Like, I never sleep through my alarm. What the fuck? And you're starting to get little points or whatever at work. What the fuck? And like you start freaking out. Well, guess what? You're manifesting money. The universe has to get that job away from you so it can open up a new doorway for you. It has to happen that way. You know? You start noticing, man, things between me and my best friend are just getting weird. Getting weird as fuck. We're like two ships passing in the night. It's going to shake things up. You could lose a job. You could end up having to move from where you're living. That's another big one that happens. Another big one. You know, all of a sudden things start happening. You and your landlord start getting into it or some shit like that. Then it's because it's time to uproot and move. Time to go. Universe is going to shake some shit up in your life in order to make this happen. Universe is really about to shake shit up in your life to make this happen. Oh, same thing. Look, I just told Capricorn and I think Aquarius. I told a couple of signs this a minute ago. Don't be so quick to judge why something is happening. Okay? Your life is about to get shaken up big time. It's part of the journey. It's part of the process. Okay? It's part of it. Ooh, King of Swords in the reverse. Don't let any person in your life who has done you wrong make you bitter. Judgment reversed. I just told you that. Don't be judging what's happening. Don't be judging what's happening. Do not let fear and anxiety in the driver's seat. I didn't say don't be nervous. Okay, you can't control that. But you can decide whether or not those feelings control your decision making. You can control whether or not those feelings control your actions. Okay? If you allow nervousness, fear, and anxiety in the driver's seat, making decisions for you, the only thing that putting that energy into action will do is keep manifesting more things that complement and resonate with fear, nervousness, and anxiety. That's how we keep our nervousness and anxiety rolling and rolling and rolling. Is we allow it to make decisions for us. So we're putting that energy into the universe, and the universe brings it back to us. Okay? Just learn to swallow that pill, bite that bullet. And when you cut the source of energy off, the universe stops handing you evidence that resonates with fear and anxiety. That's when your anxiety starts to go away. Okay? Thank you, PB and Berries, for that super chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Other than that, though, everything is looking very, very positive. Okay, well, I feel like those were the messages that all my signs of the zodiac needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end these readings here. Thank you all so much for tuning in and playing along. Man, I have been thinking about doing this video for a year, dude. I'll see what kind of response it gets. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'm probably going to add this in once a month. All right. So thank you all so much for the love, support, and positive feedback you show me every time I get on here and do this. It makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to look in the description of this video if you would like to find information on how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.